In the affairs of men, there are seasons of apparent stagnation, where all seems suspended in expectation. You await the opportune moment. You await the alliance that serves your ends. You await the revelation of your adversary's weakness. Amid this pause lies a subtle strain, as if the forces of fortune conspire in murmurs, withholding their secrets until the hour demands disclosure. Know this: that which you desire cannot be seized by brute compulsion, nor extorted by clamor. It manifests when your designs are ripe, when your machinations align with circumstance, when your intellect and will are honed to grasp and wield it. Life, my prince, is no frantic pursuit from shadow to substance, no scaling of heights by mere ambition, no battering of gates with reckless fury. It reveals itself as a vine creeps upon the trellis, deliberate, insidious, unhurried. The fruit ripens not at your command. Force it, and you rend the branch, spoiling what might have been yours in plenitude. Fortune, that capricious mistress, or call it Providence if you will, denies you not from malice, but as a mirror to your unpreparedness. It echoes your deficiencies. How often do men lament, "Why has power eluded me? Why does allegiance evade my grasp? Why does victory conceal itself? The truth lies in your unmastered arts. You yet learn the subtlety of feigned inaction, the strategy of yielding to gain ground. For only when you cease imposing your will upon the world, do you discern its true currents and exploit them. Consider the riverbank strategist, the water's course of their own accord. To shove against the flow achieves naught but fatigue. Yet, if you yield and navigate with cunning, the stream propels you toward dominion. Much strife arises from illusions of delay, from deeming yourself outpaced, surpassed, entitled to spoils not yet earned. But perchance the absence of your prize signifies that the self who could secure it endures unformed. Fortune molds you in obscurity, through trials unseen. You may now dwell in ambiguity, with paths obscured, yet this fog tempers you, as the forge hammers steel. In retrospect, every postponement shielded you from folly, every reticence instructed in guile, every interlude forged resilience. Dismiss not the hidden hand. Even in adversity, in deprivation, in seeming injustice, the world conspires for your ascendancy. Therein you acquire forbearance, the release of illusions, the abdication of folly. Such yielding is no frailty. It is the acumen to recognize that existence exceeds your grasp. Its mechanisms surpass your petty urgings. An unseen order governs all. As oaks discard foliage in autumn's decree, as the orb ascends by celestial law, as waves recede at the moon's behest, you partake in this order, yet haste and greed breed opposition, and opposition begets ruin. Master the art of flowing with enigmas. Therein lies the revelation. What appeared void was plenitude veiled. What seemed mute was counsel whispered. Thus, you stand vigilant, attuned, perhaps covetous. I counsel, your quarry lies near, but it eludes the frantic hunter. It awaits the prince who lures without pursuit, who embodies the virtues that compel submission. When fortune deems you tempered, the boon emerges sans exertion, not from supplication, but from your evolved state, not from coercion, but from strategic poise. Oftentimes, the delay itself refines you. Envision the acorn interred in soil, obscured in gloom. It queer is not its emergence. To sprout prematurely invites winter's bite. Only at the thaw, under favorable skies, does it pierce the earth. You are such a kernel. Your season approaches. Readiness demands not flawlessness, but pliancy, vigilance, faith in your schemes. The vulgar herd conditions you to chase accolades, to measure by conquests, to perpetually advance. Yet verity resides in the present dominion. Inhabit this instant, deem it sufficient, and you invite expansion. Miracles favor not the turbulent schemer, but the composed sovereign. Thus, confide in chronology, in obstructions, in barred portals. or the threshold destined for you yields without siege? It parts as an accomplice greets his master, as bloom unfurls at morn, as surge aligns with lunar pull, all in flawless cadence, all in impeccable sequence. You harmonize with this grand orchestration. A curious inversion mocks human endeavors. You fancy yourself anticipating fortune, yet fortune anticipates you. Both converge in tandem, as duelists circle ere the thrust. Men err in deeming themselves unripe or spurned. Thence springs agitation, compulsion. But existence defies machinery. It burgeons organically, matures in hush. Observe the orchard. Produce swells not by edict, but by solar benevolence, by tempest's gift. When mature, it drops unresisted. Likewise, your aspirations crystallize when you can steward them, when you honor their weight. Yet readiness transcends mere accrual of wealth, erudition, might. It is perceptual, the pivot from seizure to permission, from tyranny to assurance. In this metamorphosis, the pursued becomes pursuer. The clenched fist receives unbidden. Such is the enigma's essence. Life instructs via encounters, bonds, setbacks, deferrals. Yet most rebel, branding them curses. What if these were your covert apprenticeship? Hearts fracture. It erodes pride, cultivates empathy. Only post, adder do you master affection. Defeat. It instills modesty, banishes hubris. Therefrom sprouts sagacity. The impatient crave bounty sans foundation, yield sans cycle. But divine cadence brooks no acceleration. You may entreat fervently now, convinced of your worth. Yet premature bestowal invites squander, abuse, blindness to merit. Fortune withholds from affection, not spite, tendering increments, trials, until comprehension dawns. The sage inquires not when, but what form I amid this interval, what doctrine imparts existence. Redirect from lack to lore, and waiting transmutes to evolution. Never squandered. An ancient maxim holds, when the disciple ripens, the mentor materializes, but mentors vary, solitude, anguish, the protracted veil of ignorance. Each tutors, abruptly, the sought manifests. But you, transmuted, crave it no more with frenzy. You clasp sans terror of forfeiture. Herein the arcana. Fortune awaits your detached affection, fearless reception, unmoored progression. Thus rendered, prodigies normalize, emerging organically. If stasis envelops you, heed, subterranean forces stir. The buried germ senses no light, yet warmth pervades. The barren bough foresees no verdure, yet vernal resurgence nears. You perceive not the forging, yet it proceeds. The query pivots. Will you repose in the revelation, abide in confidence, endure sans imposition? Cease warring with existence, and behold this instant's abundance. Perchance readiness is but acknowledging this plenitude. In gratitude for this inhalation, this stride, this juncture, you attain preparedness. And thence all ensues, as waves reclaim the strand, as aurora dispels obscurity. All manifests in its epoch, yours shall too. Liberation dawns in grasping. Life requires no hounding, no extortion, no iron grip. It is no trophy for the victor, but a maneuver for the attuned, its cadence commencing when stillness permits audition. Long have you misconstrued readiness as future armament, yet it is awakening to the now. Your quarry lurks herein, obscured by turmoil. The intellect projects eternally, what ensues, what to amend, but the core discerns. Authentic readiness inhabits presence, vitality sans avarice for succession. In utter immersion you yield, in yielding existence courses unimpeded. Hence many falter, scanning horizons, ransacking tomorrows, whilst necessities whisper adjacent. Affection yearned, it gleams in disregarded gazes. Insight craved, it resides in shunned quietude, Vocation hunted, it inheres in unadorned authenticity. Clarity emerges post-turmoil's subsidence. Fortune tarries till you hush to perceive, still to hearken, humble to accept. Sans humility, gifts slip. Sans forbearance, they flee. Sans thankfulness, they evade detection. Thus the suspensions, the halts, the sealed avenues, not chastisement, but refinement. Conceive your existence as orchestration. Instruments intone precisely. Premature entry shatters concord. Timed, it elevates to sublimity. Each incident, each soul, each void, each bereavement, a chord in this opus. Retrospect unveils symmetry. Midst the fray, it mimics disorder, expectancy, inertia. Hence trust's primacy. It permits repose amid blindness, respiration amid incomprehension, advance amid concealment. Readiness, then, is not constructed but permitted. Innate, a spark awaiting unveiling. Fortune beckons your gaze, not distant but shrouded by dread, skepticism, domination. Relinquish tyranny, forego dictating terms, and existence discloses. Your path was ever thus, yet vaster, profounder, more arcane than envisioned. Wisdom intones, ease, permit, confide, for the endowment abides. Picture a vessel beneath cascade, waters surge perpetual, hold firm or agitate and overflow. Existence lavishes, master steady reception. Such is readiness. When fortune adjudges you apt, pursuit ceases, imposition wanes. It dawns effortless, as solar ascent, as equinox post, solstice. You shall grin, perceiving its constancy en route. Therein the profound arcana. Your vigil targeted not externals, but internal arousal. Exteriors merely echoed. Internal serenity begets external harmony. Internal aperture summons encompassing love. Thus the inquiry shifts. Am I receptive this instant? Am I consenting now? Am I attendant presently? Readiness is no prospective realm. It is instantaneous arousal. Abide herein, sans seizure, and preparedness reigns. Thence treasures unveil, such the bounty, the riddle. Its advent evokes no clamor, no queer, a merely serene acknowledgment, as if foreknown, or in depths you intuited. Existence murmured ceaseless. Abide, confide, yield, inhale. Now you perceive, now you comprehend. This juncture is not life's prelude. It is life. Herein you abide ready. Eternally were, eternally shall. The endowment manifests upon cessation of flight, of exaction, upon mere unveiling of sight. Thus when fortune discerns your preparedness, the prodigy descends, not thunderous, not coerced, but with serene inevitability, timeless yet novel, primordial yet vibrant, as dawn you anticipated yet adore in its celestial hues. Thus release, confide, respire, for readiness envelops you, and all requisite already resides.